What would the scenario have been if Luke didn't go to Bespin but instead stayed and finished his training with Yoda? That is a great what if. Alright, so I've written an alternative outcome, so here we go. Now the scene starts off the same. Luke gets the vision, he then starts to leave for Cloud City to rescue his friends, and this time Luke listens. Yoda and Obi-Wan convinces him to stay to complete his training. Millennium Falcon still goes to Cloud City. They end up captured like they normally would have, deep within the carbon freezing chamber. Darth Vader prepared for the arrival of a Jedi that would never come. Han Solo was still frozen in carbonite to test for Luke, but Vader had stood silent. The corridor where he planned to face Skywalker was empty. The Force did not stir, there was no tension in the air, no challenge, no pain, no sun. "He's not here," he mutters to himself. Why? Palpatine had foreseen the boy's arrival. Vader had baited the trap with his friend's suffering, but the boy resisted the vision, which had really troubled Vader. Skywalker must have stayed with the Jedi. So Vader's plans would need to change. Now Leia, Lando, Chewie and the droids then race through Cloud City. Without Luke to draw Vader away, stormtroopers were everywhere. The Empire's presence wasn't just a threat now, it was suffocating. Lando says to split up while he creates a diversion. Lando goes off drawing off fire and leading squads of troopers on a wild chase. Leia and Chewie then forced their way through to the landing platform. Then came heavy footsteps. Darth Vader appeared at the far end of the corridor. Cape billowing, saber in hand. Leia froze and Chewbacca raised his bowcaster. "Leia Organa, you cannot escape." The red blade then ignited. Chewie fires and Leia pulls the blaster from her holster, and they both ran like hell, firing away. The Falcon was now in sight. Vader advanced, blaster bolts searing past him, harmless. His focus was singular. She was strong in the Force. He could feel it. Unawakened, untrained, raw, but powerful. Perhaps she was the key, if not the sun. Then perhaps. The Falcon's ramp then descended. Stormtroopers everywhere, firing their blasters. They managed to board the ship, shooting behind them. The ship had rose just as Vader had entered the platform. He raised his hand, trying to grip the ship with the Force, but it was already out of reach. The Millennium Falcon had escaped. Weeks had passed and Luke had knelt in meditation. His connection to the Force had deepened beyond anything that he could imagine. He could feel ripples in the galaxy, pain, loss, change. But he was not afraid. Yoda had watched him from a distance, silent, proud, and sad all at the same time. "You have done well. Hard was your choice, but wise." Luke had said, "I saw it all. Han is gone, Leia barely escaped, but I also saw Vader. He wanted me there. Your presence, it would have changed little. Perhaps worse. Test you the dark side would. Stronger now you are. But I can't wait forever. No. Soon face him you must. But not yet." Vader became obsessed, not with defeating Luke, but finding him. And now another possibility had stirred. Leia. Captured recordings, stormtrooper reports. There was something unnatural about her reflexes, her survival. And Palpatine had sensed it too. "She is strong with the Force. She could be turned. She will join us or die." But even as the darkness spread, so too did the light. Somewhere in the swamps of Dagobah, the last Jedi was rising. Not rushed, not broken, not half-trained, but whole. And when he returned, he would be ready. And because of this, Return of the Jedi would play out a little differently thanks to this change. Hope it helped.